What if you need to do some somewhat precision engraving on your laser on an irregular shape and you've got one shot? So I hadn't planned on making this video. This was not even a plan, but as I was watching this do its engraving, I thought it'd be a good way to make a tip. So let me spin the camera around. I'll show you in the laser here what I've got. I'll explain what I'm doing and why. Okay, here in Lightroom you can see the shape. It's a shape of an apple, and it's been painted red, and then it has some lettering in it that's being engraved. Because of that irregular shape, and I pretty much had one shot to do this, unless I wanted to make another apple, which I didn't, I needed a perfect layout. And it's kind of difficult to frame something like that when you don't really have any perfectly square, perfectly round edges to work with. So what I've done, and I'll show you here on the laser, is put a piece of cardboard down first. Okay, I put a piece of cardboard down over my layout grid and did the outside line engrave at very, very low power, just enough to mark the cardboard. That cardboard's taped down. So once that was done, and I'm working from absolute coordinates and center here, so once that was done, I had a perfect layout of where to put my piece down to do this engraving. All I had to do was lay my apple over the top of the layout line that had burned into that cardboard. Now this apple here has been painted red. You can probably see around the edges of it a little bit. Then I put blue painter's tape over the top of it to do the engraving. Now there's two things you can do here. If you wanted to do a color fill on the letters, you could leave that tape on and do your color fill. I don't recommend spray paint. You want to use an acrylic paint. Spray paint tends to bleed into the grain. What I've done here is it minimizes and actually eliminates any scorching that would be on the face of the little sign here, or that red paint. So once this is done engraving, I will just peel the paint off, I'll peel the tape off and do a little bit of weeding with one of these little cheap Harbor Freight pokey tools here. And then I'll paint my stem black or brown at the top, and we'll put a clear coat on that, put the hanger on it, and it'll be ready to go. Prior to doing my actual engrave here, I did a few tests with some different powers and speeds here, and I used the same type of wood, and I put a piece of blue painter's tape over the top and tried different speeds. So I wanted to make sure that it didn't scorch into the, like on this here, I had to cut the power back, and this one here I decided I wanted to increase the speed a little bit, and this is what I settled with down here. This is it's oak plywood. It's just a scrap, but it's oak plywood, and I'm using 2,000 millimeters per minute at 45% power, and this is a 20-watt laser. If you should decide to do something like this, where you color your project first and then put the tape over it, engrave it, and then take the tape off, do not overlap the tape. It has to be butted edge to edge. If you have an overlap in there, the engrave won't come out right. This was kind of a spur of the moment project here too. I had to just kind of do this right away, and I had to make room. So we just got done building a whole bunch of things for an order I have to get out. And I have these things stacked all the way to the ceiling. Some painting to do tomorrow. Okay, this is done engraving, so you could kind of see the that black line on that cardboard. That's where I just ran the line first at low power, so I would know exactly where to put this. Well, since we're this far into it, I guess I'll show you the rest of it. I always blow the soot off of there before I peel my tape, so I don't smear any black around. Now I'll just have to go back through with my little pick here and pick out the little pieces of tape that are inside the letters. That's called weeding. This is what it looks like after the weeding part's done. You see I've got a black line here. This is where the tape butted up against each other. I guess I didn't have it quite close enough, or some of that scorching went through. I could take a pinpoint artist brush and I'll just touch the red up on here with that. And I still need to paint my stem brown. So that's how you cut an irregular shape on your laser and get it laid out. I shouldn't say cut, but engrave. Or if you're cutting it, it's not that critical. But when you're doing an engrave, and it's kind of a one-shot thing, it's always good to just line engrave a template around on a piece of cardboard on your bed and have it taped down so it doesn't shift. Then you can set your project right on it and it'll come out perfect. So as I said, this wasn't a planned video. This was kind of a last minute thing, as this was engraving out there. This will make a good tip for some of those out there that have not done this type of thing before. So there you go. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. So a quick tip on how to use your laser. Thanks for watching. I'm Roger in the shop. A very messy one. See you in the next one.